this world has been connected. And now darkness within darkness awaits you.
In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came.
My name is Ansem. I reach for the darkness.
One who knows nothing can understand.
Everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast live, the longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast in the world, the MDA award winning podcast, by the way, right, Jason? I'm Mike, and with me as always, back there on the couch,
I'm back here.
my beautiful brother Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hi.
This is episode number 211 of the longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast, the Ansem Report podcast. And we are in the middle, I don't know where we're at. We're in our subathon. It's tough to know.
We're currently being strung along.
We're being edged. Frankly, we're being edged.
The 10 out of 10 baddie is stringing us along right now, but we're here for it.
We are here for it. And because of our Chapman incentive, we said, hey, you know what? We'll strap these old boots back up, tie them tight, and get to fucking stomping with the Ansem Report podcast. Welcome, everybody. Full disclosure, I don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about.
So nothing's changed.
Because Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Speaking of edging.
Yeah.
Speaking of stringing along. Square-Enix and Nomura are just stringing us along, waiting for something to show us anything Kingdom Hearts related. We are actually a day in front of the Game Awards, and there are people applying the clown makeup. They've been applying the green wig, the honky nose. They're putting that stuff on right now going, Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be there. Jeff Keighley, if you go to the moment that Jeff Keighley said there might not be any Square Enix, it was 51, 52 in the video, and 5 plus 1 is 6, and 5 plus 2 is 7, and if you add 6 and 7, you know what that equals, guys? 13. Oh my God!
He's in on it.
Did it again!
He's in on it, that Jeff Keighley.
He did it again! He got to Keighley!
He said, Nomura-san, I'll do this for you.
Crazy. So, anyway, we know that Kingdom Hearts ain't coming anytime soon. All right? We thought maybe Missing Link would be here, Jason. Go ahead.
We thought surely.
Go ahead, say the funny joke.
We thought surely that Missing Link wouldn't be missing. We thought surely.
Oh, it's missing. We don't know where it is. You can see an at foot in the corner of Jeff's eye in the video. Oh my God.
Holy
I
shit.
didn't know that. That's crazy.
Holy shit.
So, It's been tough, but there are some things as a Kingdom Hearts community that we can look at and go, hey, you know what? This is pretty cool. Hey, you know what? This could keep us tided over. Tided over? Tid over?
Toad.
Toad over? Toad over. And one of those things is
Tittied.
March Caprice, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's give it up for March Caprice.
March Caprice.
March Caprice signups are open, believe it or not.
Caprice.
And I do have an announcement to make regarding March Caprice. I have two announcements. Two announcements. The first announcement about March Caprice that's coming up in March, obviously, is that Jason and I are no longer aligned with the shadowy organization known as March Caprice.
You know, we had fallen to the dark side, got a taste of the March Caprice money, you know. We had sold our soul for a little bit, but we took a really long look in the mirror. We sat down in front of the camera, turned it on, did a big sigh, and now we're here, apologizing very poorly. And I have a ukulele behind the couch here, but Mike said I shouldn't bring it out.
Yeah, no ukuleles. Here's the deal. We just we helped out last year with the streamer thing. We did the Caprice. What do we call them?
The Caprice release.
No. That's not our thing. It was the something reports.
The streamer reports.
Streamer report. We did a streamer report. And we interviewed a bunch of really cool streamers that were part of March Caprice last year. And I just frankly don't have the time to do it. So it's nothing bad about March Caprice.
Yeah.
Or bad about us. That being said,
They wouldn't give us a raise.
Yeah, basically they didn't give us a raise. The second thing about that is that we are still we're going to do an Ansem Report podcast live as part of March Caprice.
Can you scroll down on the chat window for me?
Yeah, I don't know why
it's been bugged.
Yeah, it was bugged for you. I apologize. So we are going to
I have no time because I'm doing nothing, Nathan.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a live podcast for March Caprice. So we're still very supportive of March Caprice. We just, kind of removed ourselves from the shadowy organization. It wasn't them, it was us. It wasn't them, it was us. And so, but I just want to be clear because I know there have been people that have been like, Mike, what do I do for this March Caprice thing? And I'm like, hey, I don't know.
We do the same thing every year.
Because it's not my job anymore to know. You know what I mean? But shout out to March Caprice, Cheney, all those people, Aba, wonderful people. I feel like it sucks because Donald Trump has tainted saying wonderful, great people. Every time I say something like that, I'm like, I hear him in my head, like, they're wonderful people, they're great people, and I just can't. Anyway, they're good people. We love them. And you guys should sign up for March Caprice if you're interested because it's a great event that we love dearly. Second thing that you can look forward to as a Kingdom Hearts fan, Jay, do you know what it is?
Missing Link?
No, it's not Missing Link. Try again.
The trailer that's gonna drop at the Game Awards?
Nope, take the clown makeup off. Try again.
Play Sora and Smash?
No, that's like 3 years old.
Oh, that's really been 3 years old?
I'm pretty sure.
The clown makeup is crustified on my face for 3 years.
That's when I PB'd last in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We're top 25, by the way.
We're washed.
It is Kingdom Hearts Reconnect!
Oh my god.
Kingdom Hearts Reconnect, ladies and gentlemen. the in-person con for Kingdom Hearts. We went last September. We had a blast. Hosted the Million Dreams Awards.
Yes.
Won a Million Dreams Award, by the way. The longest running Kingdom
Probably
Hearts
the
podcast.
best week of my entire life. Unironically.
I officiated a wedding.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen again. But tickets went on sale, and then we meant to do a podcast to talk about it, and then they sold out. But there's going to be more on
Round
sale.
1 is sold out.
Round 1 is sold out. Round 2, he said January 1st?
Yes.
January 1st, round 2. Jason, I, and Tara will be here. We'll be here.
Shh.
Yeah, shut up, Kyrie, bro. Stop fucking. Come on.
We're going to do it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it even longer next time.
We're doing it in both episodes.
We will be there with Tara with bells on. There's a lot behind the scenes with Reconnect, and again, we're not affiliated. We're not affiliated in that way where we know what's going on behind the scenes.
We're just mercs for hire.
We're just mercs for hire with that, but I can tell you we will be involved in quite a few things. And our plan is to do another Ansem Report podcast live.
If we're allowed.
If we're allowed.
not banned.
If we're allowed. If we're not banned. We might be banned.
You guys tried to get us banned from Reconnect.
Yeah, everybody tried to get us banned.
Everyone kept saying, yeah. I don't know why they kept doing it. Yeah. Like, I don't know why they kept doing it. So hopefully we can. We'll have to pull some strings.
Right. Yeah. But we're very excited. It's in Denver, Colorado this year. July something through something.
Yeah.
Well, I know we'll be there from Wednesday to Monday.
Yes.
Because we felt like it didn't last long enough hanging out with the homies last time. So we're getting in Wednesday. We're leaving Monday. Okay? This coming year, this 2025, July. That's when it is. And there's going to be lots of cool stuff. I heard there's going to be a really cool music component. Yeah, I heard that through the grapevine.
Rumors.
Told me.
Little whispers.
What's the name of the UX song that plays all the time? Is it Secret Whispers? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm talking about? Like every Union Cross cutscene. Is that song. What's that called?
I don't know.
Someone in chat. Come on. You know what the fuck that song's called.
I already know, like, Angel's gonna put it in chat or somebody.
Come on, chat. This is why this is live, so you can tell me. It's not Piece of Peace. God, OJ.
There's 2 fucking songs that always play, and one.
It's like every time in a Union Cross cutscene, every Union Cross cutscene, it's like the slow piano song. That's like, it's kind of like, ooh, it's spooky.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Hi, Sailor.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, what was my point? Why were we talking? Oh, secrets. There've been secrets of little things, whispers.
Dearly beloved. True.
Yes, it's dearly beloved. Thank you. Secret whispers. Strange whispers. We don't know what it is. It's a whisper song. Okay?
But we've been hearing some type of whispers.
We've been hearing some kind of whispers about a musical thing. That could, not a musical, but a music related thing. There's a musical at Reconnect.
It's gonna be a musical.
Wicked Part 2 is debuting at Reconnect. I don't know. Sounds right. But, you know, we're also, the homies are gonna be hanging out. We're gonna do karaoke. We're gonna hang out by the pool. I don't think there's a pool, actually.
There is no pool.
We'll find a pool. It's gonna be Denver, Colorado.
We're gonna blow up little pools, and we all get our own.
There might be a casino trip. There might be a lot going on here. So, everybody, please, Careless Whisper. Yeah, thank you, Chetzo. It's Careless Whisper. Never gonna dance again. We will find shit to do. We got some operatives in the Denver, Colorado area. Hot Springs? Ooh, wait a minute.
Hey, yo.
Wait a minute. But anyway, it's gonna be a great time.
ARP Ansem video or episode? Hey yo.
Even just outside, even if you just go, hey, there's a lot of cool Reconnect stuff that Guides and Mrs. Guides and that team is putting together. Outside of that, there's gonna be lots of SpikeGhetti stuff. Okay. Lots of SpikeGhetti stuff. So I hope you guys will join us there. It's going to be a blast. I know if you aren't able to join, they will be streaming a lot of the events. But the SpikeGhetti stuff, no. That is not streamed, okay?
It is toss.
That is against toss, some of the SpikeGhetti stuff. No. No, sirree, Bob. That ain't happening.
There can be no proof of the SpikeGhetti happenings.
There can be no proof of it. And it's...
we will be patting you down in order to...
Yeah. It's going to be like a rapper's...
We got to check you for a wire.
A rapper's tour bus where you're not able to bring your phone on.
We're just going to be sitting around talking about nerd shit.
Yeah, it's not going to be that cool. It really isn't that cool. Anyway, those are the two big things. There are a lot of little things to be kind of thankful for. I originally came up with this episode idea that it was going to come out around Thanksgiving. And that's why the thankfulness.
Okay.
The mindfulness.
I like the kind of half praise be to Yebin thing you're doing right now. You're just doing the front part of it. Just over and over.
That I'm like FF10 NPC.
Yeah.
So a couple other things I wanted to shout out, because it's been a long time since you guys have put a microphone in front of me in a meaningful way, and you're going to regret it. There have been some, I said this before, I don't normally watch Kingdom Hearts content, right? I don't do a lot of that because, I find myself, subconsciously, stealing things people say.
Yeah, you just, absorb it into your subconscious.
Right. I just absorb it. So especially when we're on a heater.
Yeah.
When our podcast is good enough to be MDA award-winning podcast of the year, I try to avoid that kind of stuff, right? But lately, since we haven't been doing a lot of that, I've been finding some Kingdom Hearts content to check out, and so I wanted to shout out a couple creators, and we've done this before on the pod, but I just felt like this would be a good thing to do.
Right, it's when you find a new channel where they have quality videos, and then you can just binge watch their stuff. It feels so good.
Yeah. So I actually this creator had reached out to me a while ago, and I didn't watch when they reached out because I was just so busy.
Yeah.
But
I was doing nothing.
They didn't reach out to you though. Silly them.
Yeah.
J-Hef.
Shout out J-Hef.
J-Hef. Shout out J-Hef on YouTube. Have you guys in the chat, have you heard of J-Hef? Have you watched any of J-Hef's videos? I have to wait for the stream delay. OJ says nah, I haven't. Says Panda. J-Hef my nut. This would have been a good these nuts joke if I would have.
Ain't no way. That would have been so devious.
Oh man, if I
would have been so.
If I would have planned one, that would have been hilarious.
Oh my god.
So, J-Hef.
Love him for real. Y'all missing out. True.
J-Hef has a couple of. I mean, he has a lot of good videos, but the two videos I'm going to talk about, are a year ago. J-Hef posted a video called Kingdom Hearts 3 is great, and I will die on that hill.
Based.
And I don't know that I agree 100% with the video. I don't think I agree 100% with anything anybody says. But this is mostly how I feel about Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's a goated title. It was kind of, I think it was made kind of to say, hey, all these people that are saying Kingdom Hearts was a waste of time or whatever, that one video, Kingdom Hearts 3 was a waste of time, or it's a mess, or all that shit that people were saying. This video, Kingdom Hearts 3 is great, and I will die on this hill. It's actually got quite a lot of views, 88,000 views. But I watched it recently. It's an hour long. It's a really good video. It's a good video. I know a lot of you guys watch video essays. I do as well, and it's a good video essay to sit down and watch.
Get it on your second monitor.
It's well done.
ASAP.
It's well done. It makes a lot of good points. It's kind of how I agree about KH3. KH3 is not perfect, right? But people tend to act like it's a travesty and a bad game, and that's just insane to say it's a bad game. But then the other video that came out a month ago that I really like is Kingdom Hearts 2 really that great?
Yes. Thank you.
And it says in the thumbnail, well, yes, but actually no. And this is a very good look at Kingdom Hearts 2. And I know by the thumbnail, you're thinking, oh, no, it's going to trash Kingdom Hearts 2. But I actually think it's a very fair look at the game. And the thumbnail, the title's a little clickbaity because it's supposed to be, right?
That's the meta.
That's the meta, right? But I really enjoyed this video as well. And so I think if you guys want to watch some Kingdom Hearts, opinionated Kingdom Hearts content, video essays. There's a lot of other good stuff here. There's some meme stuff.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 1 is the underrated classic. And just a lot of different videos. Like, there's some meme stuff too, though. Don't get me wrong. But you guys should definitely go check out those videos. Subscribe. And check it out. The other creator that I wanted to spotlight, and Jip actually just sent me this video right before stream, but I was gonna shout him out anyway, and I hadn't watched this video yet, but we started watching it. Is Elbow Juice, and Elbow Juice has been a member of our community for a long time.
He's an OG.
But they, within the last year or so, have started posting Kingdom Hearts related videos, and this most recent one, we started watching it while we were eating dinner before we started this podcast. And man, the editing, and it's called the Almost Shortcuts of Hollow Bastion. It's a very niche video. It's a very like, hey, you have to know Kingdom Hearts for this video to like, you have to like Kingdom Hearts. But man, it's good. It's edited well.
Yeah.
It's fun. It talks about the different shortcuts in Hollow Bastion. It starts with Dumbo Skip. Talks a lot about Dumbo Skip. You know, we love Dumbo Skip around here. And all the other videos that I've seen are great. Now, there's not a ton here, right? It's a growing. Elbow Juice is a growing creator. They're growing in this space. Who the fuck knows KH in the audience? Keck W. Panda, come on. Panda. But so please, if you have the time, if you're saving space, you're keeping space for Kingdom Hearts, go check out Elbow Juice. Go check out JHef. They're both dope people, and they make dope content. And the content I love is the content that I see and I go, oh man, what the fuck? Why didn't I think of that? You know, like, oh man, I could have made that video. The video's so good. You know, that's
when you know it's a banger.
That's how you know it's a banger. When I see it and I go, fuck, man, I fucked up. You know, and then I just make my stupid podcast instead. So, so I think you guys should check them out. Jason, you know, a while back, I didn't really prep you for this.
No, you didn't. You just
we actually,
you did not prep me at all.
Because of the way this subathon has
I'm watching this episode live with you guys. That's crazy.
Because of the way this subathon has been going, we didn't really have a chance to talk about this. But I know Jason wanted to talk a bit about Missing Link and how insane it is that we haven't.
I had like a little bit of like a Kingdom Hearts rant that I did.
Yeah.
In the wee hours of the morning a couple days ago.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. So, I mean, can you just do it again?
Yeah. But basically, we were talking about, you know, the Game Awards are tomorrow, and what we think Square-Enix is going to do just in general, because they don't have a big game announced for all of 2025 right now.
That is correct.
And we're like, I have maybe 5% of my face covered in clown makeup for
What 5% is it?
it's just my nose.
Oh, okay, it's just like the ball on the
Yeah, it's just the ball on my nose. And as far as like if we get a Kingdom Hearts trailer or not, because there is nothing announced. And basically from that conversation we started talking about Missing Link, right? And I was like, this feels sacrilegious to say, because one, I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. Two, I'm like just like a Square-Enix fan in general, but I have a Kingdom Hearts podcast. And also three, I don't know how to create anything, so it's like crazy for me to say. But like at this point, I feel like somebody in the Kingdom Hearts like management, or it might even be like Nomura like just doesn't give a fuck about it. Somebody like needs to get fucking fired, bro, because this mobile, think about how the mobile games have been like treated essentially, right? So you have Union Cross, which was like a very low budget, but like just printed money because you had like the VIP stuff. You kept being able to just like power creep stuff and make people spend money again. And people want to spend money on Kingdom Hearts. People love Kingdom Hearts. And so it makes sense. So it very easily could have been a huge money maker for them. And I remember like when the Union Cross finale was happening, there was like a lot of buzz around it, and it was very cool. And so they had this way to interact with Kingdom Hearts on a daily, weekly basis that really helped with the Kingdom Hearts 2 to 3 drought, right? And then they did something that I thought was very smart, where they said, okay, we're going to make another one because we want to end this story and we want to make like another game because we have this community that is like giving us money all the time, right? And it's a way to like basically market our game to our audience, right? And they were like, we're going to make another game, but inside the same app. Because if you make it in a different app, people might not even know it exists, right? So when you open up Union Cross and you see, oh, what's this other part, Dark Road? Like it was a really smart idea as far as like a marketing standpoint, right? And then the like, oh, it's going to be its own full game. And then the gameplay came out and everyone was like, what the fuck is this? And then it feels like they took a ton of people off that game, but then it's like, to work on what is then the question, right? And to me, I'm like, oh, probably Missing Link at that point, right? But or like whatever, like Project Link or whatever the fuck they were like calling it at that point, right? But so you have a really good mobile game that has a lot of people that interact with it on a weekly basis. You're then trying to transfer those people into the new one. Then you pull the rug on that one. It ended up like barely being a game for like all of like a couple of weeks, it felt like. And then that like was they did the whole there's only 2 animators, you know, like don't be mad, you know, kind of thing. And then so then they've been working on what for how long, since before Kingdom Hearts 3, or even if you're like, well, they didn't know exactly how they wanted to do the story because they were still ironing out the story. So even since like Kingdom Hearts 3 launch, working on Missing Link, right? Where you're using tons of assets from Kingdom Hearts 3, using tons of animation from Kingdom Hearts 3. So how could you like just absolutely fumble all of the mobile division of your series when mobile gaming is like it makes the most money in the world, period? What are we doing? Like, right. How can for like the last damn near decade we be like just fumbling mobile gaming for Kingdom Hearts when Dark Road was just, everyone was like, what in the fuck is this, right? If you just pivot and are like, all right, it's just Union Cross 2, same fucking gameplay, different story, people would be eating that shit up. It's the exact same art style. It wouldn't even like feel weird either. So basically what I was saying is like, somebody in management in Square Enix is absolutely fumbling these mobile games so hard, and I don't understand how or why. And it's just such a layup. The only thing we ended up talking about, just like the fact that it has been so long since Kingdom Hearts 3 going into 4, it made me question, like, is Nomura just really, really bad with time management? Or does he just like change stuff so much? Because you have Versus 13, which like I would give him the benefit of the doubt on if it wasn't for this other shit. Because it's like, it was definitely like a scope creep thing with that game. And it's like a huge, massive JRPG, and it was in a weird time where tons of graphics were like changing and stuff like that. And it's the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3. So you have Versus 13, Kingdom Hearts 3, and now Kingdom Hearts 4 taking even longer, where when you have like Unreal Engine 5, you have all of these assets. Think about how different the graphics are between every Kingdom Hearts game and the gameplay. So it's not even like you're like having to start from scratch like you did with all of these other games, right? So like going from Unreal Engine 4 Kingdom Hearts 3 to Unreal Engine 5 Kingdom Hearts 4, you can like port that shit, up-res that shit. There's tons of stuff in Kingdom Hearts 3 where it's like it isn't broke, you don't have to fix it type of thing. So how have we been this long without like anything? Right? And so to me, because that doesn't make sense to me logically, that is where the 5% comes, where I'm like, maybe, because at this point, I don't know what the hell is happening. Because otherwise, it's either Nomura just completely changing what his direction is on what he wants to do story-wise all the time, so they have to do tons of like redos and changing shit. And I get it's like a creative process, but like, it's just so crazy when you compare it to like the amount of like Final Fantasy shit that we've been getting in the same amount of time. And all of those games are like either like between like 7 Remake to 7 Rebirth, like, you know, they are doing what essentially 3 to 4 should be, right? Where it's like, it's just the same thing, but looks better and is more of it, essentially, right?
Right.
And so I don't know how we can just be so slow. The only other, like, if the only scapegoat that Nomura has, in my opinion, right now, is just if the red tape of just like the bureaucracy of how video games have been. And I feel like a lot of that is kind of being exposed in the industry right now. But like, it's either that the amount that's at Square Enix, and I also think it's definitely there because of how bad they've been handling the mobile division of it, and then also the red tape of Disney and what they have to do to like get the shit approved, and like that force multiplier that it has on just slowing shit down. Because like, I just don't understand at this point. Like, did whatever rep that they have that is like who they talk to like get things approved with Disney or whatever, like, I feel like it had to have like changed at some point, because it's like been such a long fucking time, and like the new one's just like being an asshole or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm having to do such insane mental gymnastics to find out why we haven't gotten shit.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's really Nomura. The Nomura piece is the most interesting of this to me. Because he is probably my favorite video game like auteur artist.
Yeah.
He's created.
I love his character design.
He's created some of my favorite characters. He's created some of my favorite stories.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know that. I mean, I don't think we love Kingdom Hearts as much as we do without him.
No, absolutely.
And a lot of Final Fantasy, right?
Right.
But I do think he is probably, I think you're probably right, that he's probably pretty terrible at project management and time management, right? When he was making some of his best stuff, he was not a manager, he was an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think
That was the other thing we talked about next week.
I think KH1 was KH1 his first lead as a game developer? Was that his first?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember if Kingdom Hearts 1 was, but it was definitely his
first hit.
His first hit, right? And I think you take Versus 13 and you have to take that at face value for how long that took, and just he let it get out of control, right? And I just think that he's probably better, and this is not like a knock on him. Like, I love Nomura.
You just have different skills.
But I think he's probably better when there's someone else doing that part of it, and he's allowed to just be creative, right? And but at the same time, he's probably one of those guys that, in order to be has his vision seen, he kind of has to have control of everything, right? So it's tough, right?
Yeah. Well, and so you have the Versus 13, you have Kingdom Hearts 3 taking so long, you have the complete switch up on what Dark Road / Union Cross was, that being completely changed. You have the fucking like Marvel like phases, like phase 3 fucking or phase 2 or whatever graphic where it was like, oh, we're gonna do this thing, and then it was like never fucking used again. Like all of these things where it's like he's chasing shiny things is kind of how I feel. And it also kind of just makes sense in general with how Kingdom Hearts has been made, where you have completely different gameplay and all these different spin-offs and stuff, which, I mean, it's definitely a thing that happened with like Crisis Core and Dirge and stuff before. Like that was just kind of that era, and I love those games. But the fact that you can get these spin-off games where you do not have the same assets between, like, let's say like KH2 and BBS. You don't have the same assets, you don't have the same like levels, you don't have the same animations, nothing. Not even the combat is the same. All the systems are completely fucking different. Like the only thing is like, yo, you got fucking Keyblades, and here's some like maybe models for like Disney characters that are like a reoccurring character, like fucking Minnie, you know, like you got like very few ones. And that the fact that they can put those out, and then Kingdom Hearts 4 should just be 3 with more things, right? And it's taking this long when like the efficiency of being able to create these things is at the all-time high with Unreal Engine 5.
See, I don't know if it's
so crazy.
That's
to
not
me.
entirely true, though, because video game development has become hard for a lot of companies. It's not just Square-Enix. You'll see games that take years to develop. They spend millions of dollars. It gets not a bad score, or it's not reviewed poorly, but it's not reviewed like the best ever, and then it doesn't sell shit, right? Mm-hmm. And so I don't think I get why you would say that Unreal Engine provides an easier gateway to creators than it ever has, because I think it does in a lot of ways, but I also think the expectations of gamers in general are as high as they've ever been for games, because there's so much to play, there's so much, you know, to take your attention, not just from video games, right? Television, movies, books, all this stuff, and we have it all at our fingertips, and we can do whatever we want when we want to. And so your game has to be like either this entrenched IP, something like Kingdom Hearts is, or it has to like just do extremely well in the public opinion as well as the critical opinion. And you just can't promise that, even if you make a perfectly competent game.
Yeah.
For all.
Wasn't Kingdom Hearts 3 like in the top 3 most sold when it released?
Yeah. But it's an entrenched IP, right?
Yeah.
But like if you take like Concord, by all, Concord was just kind of mid. Like it wasn't like bad. It wasn't a game that like didn't play well. It didn't have a hook. It didn't capture people, right? And so I think it's tough these days to make a AAA video game, and especially one with the high quality production as Kingdom Hearts, right? Mm-hmm. It's because I hate to pick on Fabio, but I'm going to pick on Fabio right now. We're playing Yakuza Like a Dragon during this subathon, and that's a large game.
Yes. And
the majority of the cutscenes that are part of the main story are voiced. But Fabio made the complaint that, hey, all these other cutscenes, there's no voice. There's no voice acting. What's the deal? And we were like, well, it's side content, most of the main content. And he was just kind of like, no, this is 2024. This shit should be voiced, right? That is the expectation that these game developers are trying to meet. That's just one example, but it's the expectation that they have to meet. Otherwise, people go, hey, this game's not very good, right? And so Kingdom Hearts has always had these very high production values. Well, not necessarily always. Kingdom Hearts 1, there was definitely a lot of not voice acted stuff, but it's a, we as gamers are expecting this high content. And especially when you take Kingdom Hearts 3, which was a great game, whether you liked where the story went but it is a well executed game. And like we talked about earlier with some of these long form videos on YouTube that are just trashing it and acting like it's not a competent game. So I get why it would take longer to make Kingdom Hearts 4. Especially, we know Nomura reads the internet. We know he looks at what people are saying about his game, and if he's got a lot of those people that are saying Kingdom Hearts 3 sucked and I didn't like it and it's a terrible game and it's dog shit, if he's seeing a lot of that, I get why he would want to change some things. I think that's wrong. I think that's the wrong lesson to take from that game's development.
I think that people shit a lot on the side games as well, though, and maybe it made the next games better. I don't know.
Right.
But
and
maybe it changed. But
I can't say how much he actually buys into that.
Right.
But there have been quotes from him where he says, hey, I am listening to this stuff, right?
Right.
And so I don't know, man. I think I get why it's taking longer. Missing Link, I have no fucking clue what the deal with that is. That makes zero sense.
It's just disgusting.
It's literally, I mean, especially when you consider they
it's just gonna be
they announced that 14 mobile game, Jay.
Gotcha.
14 for mobile, and that's out, or it's not out yet, but it was so immediate, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, Missing Link, it's been 3 years or something since they announced it or whatever, and we still haven't seen it. There's been a beta, it might be dead. OJ might be right.
Yeah. It in a lot of the Kingdom Hearts I don't want to just be a crying Kingdom Hearts fan. Why doesn't Final Fantasy gets all the better treatment? But it's between Melody of Memory not getting DLC, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we a business? Are we trying to make fucking money here? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
That is literally money on the table. You could drop that shit right now, have one person fucking work on the tracks. You could drop that shit tomorrow and make a fucking huge profit. What are we fucking doing here, bro? It's years old at this point.
Well, think about it like this too. Okay, you take Final Fantasy 15, right? Final Fantasy 15 is the best-selling Final Fantasy game of all time. Did you know that?
I did not.
By a lot.
That's a W.
By a lot. Final Fantasy 15 is the best-selling Final Fantasy game of all. I don't know if you take 14 into account. I don't know how you decide that.
Yeah.
Right? Sans 14 maybe, but for a game that's just a game and not an MMO, FF15 is the highest-selling game by a lot. I'm pretty sure it's better than 7. Well,
remake.
It's better than Remake or Rebirth. 100%.
Okay. I mean, regular 7 has been re-released and been out for so fucking long that I don't know.
So they made DLC for 15, right? Came out, and then they announced more DLC. So they have this base of people that have this game. Right, and then they go, yeah, we're not going to make this next DLC.
Yeah,
it's there's just a lot of
for that. It's to have high enough fidelity and quality for a DLC for such a big JRPG and stuff. I can understand that, but when it's you're literally just making tracks. You already have the music, you already have all these enemy assets. You don't even need to make new enemy assets. You just plug in the audio.
Yep.
Fucking all you would need to make yourself is how the what it looks like when you're running down the track, like the background of the level. That is the only thing you would need to make a new song.
Yeah.
Or even if you wanted to completely cheap out, just have it be one that already fucking exists. Like, or make one that is like, yo, this is the DLC background, and it just goes through a ton of different worlds. Like, you could even make it where it's like, at the beginning, you're like running through Destiny Island, and then it like warps into some other place, and then it warps into some other place. Like, there's so much like easy, just like smart business decisions that you could make and make more money and make more content for your fans that way. It's so crazy.
There's one part of this that I don't think we're taking into account, and I don't know, like, I don't have the insider info, you know, I haven't been to the Square-Enix headquarters, but there is the one thing is that Yoko Shimomura isn't a Square-Enix employee anymore and hasn't been for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She works freelance for them. So and the majority of Kingdom Hearts music is done by Yoko.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's more of a licensing fee on that they said, hey, this doesn't make business sense because we'd have to pay her this, and that we don't think we're gonna sell enough for that to, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's something that popped in my head. That's like, that could be the case, right? Or it could be that
something that Yoko made during being a Square Enix employee.
I'm pretty sure that the rights belong to her. I think that would be fucked up if they didn't. You know? I guess I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I don't know how that all works.
But yeah, it's more so like that is just another thing on the list of like, what are we doing fucking blunders that makes me think these type of things where it's like the complete 180 that has been happening with so many of these. But also like, it's not even like a complete 180 where they're like, hey, at least with, I don't know. It's hard to remember like how long it was in like the like, I can't think of the right word, like chronology or whatever, right? Like how long was it? But like, if it was like, hey, we announced this thing, and then due to the reception, immediately we're like, okay, never mind, right? Mm-hmm. That would be one thing. But it's like radio silence for like fucking a year, and then you hear, yeah, this shit is changing. Like,
yeah, for sure. No, there's definitely some mismanagement stuff happening here, obviously. Like, because if it wasn't, these games would come out and we'd be happy with them and it'd be done, right? But it is also like, I don't think it falls squarely on Nomura's shoulders or Square-Enix management shoulders, or and that's the issue. But at the same time, OJ, the major issue is communication, but they don't necessarily owe us communication either, right?
Yeah.
Now they should. Ideally,
it's never been easier to communicate to your fan base with the internet.
But also, it's more complicated. It's always more complicated than what we think it is.
Yeah.
Right? You got to remember that. It's always more. And I'm not here trying to be like, get
this dick rider off now. Zip it up when you're done.
But, so, because I recently was listening to another podcast.
This is a mob.
I don't even remember what podcast it was, so sorry. But it was some IGN shit or something. And they were talking about why don't games just do what Bethesda does typically? And what Bethesda does typically is they announce Fallout 4 and like 3 or 4 months later it's out, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously with Elder Scrolls, they didn't do that, right? And it's because there's like two main sides to it. There's either, okay, we announced Elder Scrolls way early because our shares are in trouble and we want our shareholders to know that we're working on this. So we release a trailer to drum up.
I know a lot about shareholder meetings now.
Right. I know you do because you've been playing Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
The other side of it is, hey, we don't know how long this game is going to take, so we don't want to show it as soon as possible, right? And you could say like KH4, they said they revealed the trailer because they didn't want it to leak.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so there's just so many different aspects that go into it. And we don't know why they didn't tell us more about Missing Link, right? We don't know.
Well, and with it being like with Kingdom Hearts 4, them being secretive and all that type of stuff, or like, you know, any other game franchise, not even necessarily like Kingdom Hearts only, like you announce it in order to like gauge interest as well, right? And to like get people talking about it, get people hype about it. But like when it is something like Kingdom Hearts where it has the fan base, it has all this shit, and then the mobile games are something that aren't even as important, right?
Right.
Why is there not like a better open communication about that?
Yeah.
Where like how, who is running like this like mobile game, right? How did like I have no fucking clue who's running the fucking mobile game, and then also like it's like people just aren't getting enough like control, I guess. Like there is just no. There's no person where I know, yo, this is the person who's gonna like communicate to the people, right? And like that is a thing that like nearly every video game company has nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I you know, I do think in it's more rare with Japanese video game companies for,
Right.
you know, because I guess I don't know. I don't live in Japan.
I feel like
I'm not on Japanese social media or whatever, but like I don't feel like they do a lot of. I mean, I'm not just Square-Enix, like Capcom, like
it's like pretty much just Yoshi P is like, and like the FF14 team are like pretty good with communication. Otherwise, it's like you don't hear shit from nobody.
Yeah, and it's, you know, there's a lot of reasons to do it. There's a lot of reasons not to do it, but I think we all agree that the communication needs to be better. Than
I'll do it,
was.
OJ. I'll be the very clear target for harassment. I don't give a shit.
There you go. There you go, Square Enix.
Because guess what? I'm harassing everybody anyway.
Yeah. There you go, Square Enix. Hire this man. Hire this man back here. Either way, we don't know what exactly is going on, but we know it's not good. And it's possible, you know, that sometime down the road we get a Missing Link has disappeared into the night announcement, you know? It's very possible. It's also very possible that it comes out in the spring and does great. Possible it comes out in the spring, does terrible.
It's possible tomorrow we get a fucking trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, guys.
Yeah. It will. I can tell you, this will not be shown at the Game Awards. Missing Link.
Missing Link? Hell no.
No way in hell.
I'll be like, God, why?
The fucking Snoop Dogg.
Especially finding out that like,
hey, yo, Jeff, I'm
1
playing
minute
this new game, Missing Link, for shizzle.
1 minute at the Game Awards is like $250K allegedly. So if they spend $250K for a fucking Missing Link ad, bro, I'm crashing out.
Yeah, no way.
I'm crashing the fuck out.
Snoop Dogg sings "Dearly Beloved." I can't imagine Snoop Dogg singing that. What does he even sing? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Ansem Report podcast live, episode number 211 is in the books. Thank you so much for being here live with us. Thank you for listening and watching to the people in the future who are going to listen and watch. We had a great time hanging out with you guys. In the can. It's in the can. It's already done. We are going to continue the subathon. We might even get cheeky and record a second episode. You know, that's exactly what we're doing.
That's exactly what we're about to do.
We're going to get cheeky. That's exactly what we're going to do. So, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. We'll be back next week with episode 212. Jason, hit him with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
Now fuck off!